Welcome to Crashing Game Night. My name is Matt Diorio. On today's episode, I am joined by the usual beanied one, Gerard Barrera.
Oh, what is up, my fellow nerds? That's right. I just opened a can of Red Bull because it's a little bit in the morning for me, and so I'm ready to ride the bull. That's right. What's going on, guys?
Ride the bull.
Ride the bull. And that is our baby face one, Theo Walski.
I mean, I feel like we just need to give you like an animal call that is you. And it's just Beanie.
Nah.
And then,
oh my God, yes.
And then we got
please can we make a Feeny call? I will totally do it.
And then we got
that to happen.
And then we got Lion's
God.
Maid, Jason Bellidio.
How's it going, guys? How's it going today? Oh my God.
Oh my Lord.
I feel like you just woke up, dude. You sound like you just woke up.
You just did.
In fact, this is still early for you, isn't it, Venom?
This is actually like kind of when I'd get off work ish.
Oh, okay.
So I'd be kind of unwinding.
But normal Jason sleep hours, this is like you're deep in sleep right now.
Oh, I'm dead.
Yeah.
I'm dead.
I don't call him at least until a little bit after 12.
I gave you the option last night or today.
Oh, my phone's been dead,
Just
man.
It's true. You didn't say anything, man. You had the option.
No, I know. I'm
and
just
you said last week to do it today, which I'm okay because it allowed Eva and I to have a date night last night. To end our vacation.
Good for you guys, yo.
Hey,
found actually a really good Mexican restaurant.
Oh yeah, I saw that. That made
the
me
Mexico
laugh.
restaurant.
The Mexico restaurant,
Right?
Was
what it's called?
it actually good?
It's called Mexico restaurant. Yeah.
So Eva really liked
like,
it.
How did they greet you to that? Like, welcome to Mexico.
I love you.
I don't know. She's just like they were just like, thanks for coming in. I actually got I got grilled tilapia and shrimp with Mexican white rice. It's actually really good.
Nice.
Do they have a wall there? You know, you got to go through the wall first.
No.
You have to, no wall
No wall.
No wall.
climb over.
No wall. Nope.
Uh.
We didn't have any makeshift ladders to climb up and over or anything.
My investment in ladders,
you didn't
man.
have to like dig yourself out, huh?
Yeah.
My investment.
Let me guess.
ladders.
They had plastered posters of Trump all over the place.
I'm sure they did. Good Lord. I can't believe he's still trying. I'm not trying to get political, but the fact that he's still trying to get that going. I mean, it's officially a joke now.
Oh, did you see
the moment it hit meme status, like, okay, no one's taking this seriously anymore.
Well, and did you see that now they're going to start having ICE classes and they're going to pilot in Chicago where it's 1 day a week for 6 weeks and it's going to teach citizens firearms and targeted arrests for illegal immigrants.
Wow.
As if we don't have enough problems as it is with like people trying to take their own, the law into their own hands with, Black Lives Matter and everything like that. It's just enough. It's enough. And he's wearing a mask now, albeit wrong, but he's wearing a mask now. So how was your guys' week?
I mean, at least he didn't pull a Karen and cut it right in the middle.
And then fill out an application and then try and get a job.
Yes. And complain about it being hard to breathe.
Yeah, right. So how's your guys' week?
No.
Mine was good. It was very cathartic and illuminating.
Illuminating?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Illuminating.
Meaning, I was very bored. I had a lot of days off. A lot of time to myself. So I had a lot to think about.
Lots of meditation.
So I deep dove into that memory bank, which was not good. It was full of dark thoughts. No, I'm just kidding. No, I really just had a lot of time to myself, and I really only worked 2 days this week. So it's been, I've been chill.
Is that, Jerry, is that because California's back to essentially phase one?
Yeah.
Oh God, yeah.
Yeah, but the restaurants have gotten a little, a lot of restaurants have gotten a little smart because since they have to close. No, not really, but there are loopholes now. So
there are loopholes that they have
now
found.
that restaurants are closed, they can't go inside.
And
Technically, patios aren't inside, so the patio
Yes.
areas are measured and separated.
Well, that's not really a loophole.
Open.
Like a lot of states have been saying that that's
No.
perfectly fine.
No.
We did that as part of
I'm not finished yet.
Yeah,
I'm
let
not
him
yet.
finish. Let him
So
finish.
then,
Let's do this. You'll see.
if they somewhat have their own parking lot, they close down a section of the parking lot and then set
Extend
tables.
their patio.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
That is
I
what
don't
they.
know if that's really
Actually-
a loophole. I mean, I'm sure that probably hits some sort of health violation, maybe. But I don't know. That's actually, I don't think that's a
I
strong
thought it was.
loophole.
I'm like, well,
That's
that's
pretty
a good
good.
idea. You know, you're making more bang for your buck.
Yeah.
It's just
you
like,
know what, Jerry?
yeah, I mean,
You think that's funny? The Roadhouse right by our place did that very same thing months ago.
Oh,
when we did
really?
Phase 2. They took a big old tent like you would for a wedding or something, put it outside.
Yeah.
But then also, Red Robin hadn't opened yet, but they were pretty much they turned into a drive-up liquor store. You could buy a
Food and
drink.
drinks.
Yeah.
Have you
so-
never had a drive-through liquor store before?
Oh yeah, they were all over
No.
Colorado.
I was gonna say they're all over the place. I find it really weird, and
They're weird
refuse
out
to ever
here.
go to one.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
So Jason, how was the Costco this week? Now that you,
You know,
guys are
it's getting better. It's getting better. We did have a little recession there where it's like back to phase 1. So
So
we lost
more fear mongering.
yeah, we lost all the toilet paper at one point again.
Oh,
You know,
man.
it's other than that though. You know, it's getting better. Please, just people keep your
Why do
face
you sound
masks.
so defeated? Like,
It's
well, every
So
day
the
it's
toilet
getting
paper's gone, man.
okay. Hold on though.
you know, it's getting better and better.
But when you have videos of people going to Costco and literally sitting in the
Refusing.
middle of the floor because they were
Yeah.
told to put on a mask,
Yeah.
I get it.
That's why
Have
we're
you had any
just
of those instances at your location?
I'm not there in the afternoons, so I
Oh,
don't know.
Okay. Oh, yeah,
Lucky
yeah.
man.
And I
Lucky
tried not
man.
to be. So, but
That
yeah,
was
I mean, just
that's
wear
what
your
I
face
did,
mask. Still, you know, this is not
Well-
gonna go away anytime soon. Let's be
No.
frank.
That's okay.
least
I
in America.
spent the last week up at the lake, which was good. Spending some time on the boat and swimming, getting
Oh,
sunburned.
man, you saw foliage and trees. I'm so
Yeah.
jealous.
Oh yeah, you know, a place where we get some rain too. It's green here, but it was very much a pro-COVID hoax, anti-mask, berate people for wearing a
man.
mask country. Part of the state.
Oh wow! So you were deep in their country.
Oh yes,
Their
I was.
side.
Yes, I was,
Okay.
and
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
it was like us wearing our
Oh,
masks.
dude, you got to tell me how hard was it for the wife to keep to hold her composure, man?
She did really well.
She did. She did.
We wore
but
our
I
masks.
know she
We
paid
wore
some
our
good-
masks. It's, you know, we had, you know, we can all talk about it when we play COD later tonight.
Yeah. Oh man,
But,
that's gotta
but yeah,
suck.
let's start talking about the news here, shall we? It was a lot of news came out this week. So
Yes.
a place that all of us have know by name since childhood, Chuck E. Cheese declared bankruptcy as far as the company that owns them and Peter Piper Pizza, and they're closing 50 stores around the country. So
Good.
farewell, Chuck E.
Oh,
Cheese.
not good, man.
No,
Hey,
dude.
dude, I'm sorry, bro.
When's
As
the
much-
last time
Hey.
you went to a Chuck E. Cheese?
Dude, Chuck E. Cheese, their food has gotten really good.
Yo, see, Matt knows.
Hey,
Matt knows.
really?
We
I'm sorry.
did Cody's.
Mm.
Hold on, we did Cody's 1-year birthday party there. That food was great.
Really?
The pizza was really good. They had wings. They had
Then they
all
stepped
sorts
up
of
their
stuff.
game because,
They stepped
dude,
up their game?
I went like I want to say in my teens.
Oh yeah, how many years ago was that?
I'm a little surprised you went in your teens.
But it was for like a cousin's birthday. It was like a family thing, but the cousin
Uh-huh.
was young,
Uh-huh.
so we all just
No.
went.
Don't lie, you were super excited. You had your ears and everything, and you wanted to see the animatronics.
I was not excited. I did want to see the animatronic out of curiosity.
But No, the food
But dude,
was really good.
this
though.
was like this was during that time when it had 1 stars on Yelp. Like the pizza was bad. Like
Oh, dude.
everything looked run down. Like they were in I think that transition where like, okay, it's time to make a move.
Honestly,
so I guess they made a move, and like I haven't heard anything like that their food was good. So
their pizza, like at least when we had it, now this is now 2 years ago, but it was, I would put it a rivaling Papa John's or better. Not as good as Pizza Hut,
Papa
but
John's ain't that great.
Oh,
Dude,
well,
like
depends
you're
on
supposed,
But as a
you're
main
supposed
chain,
to be a
though.
New Yorker. You're supposed to know pizza. What the Papa John's?
hey,
Papa John's.
it's reference.
Am I
dude.
more New York than you?
Well, okay.
No. I'm
So
just kidding.
it wasn't as good as Big E's.
There we go.
Okay.
There we go. All
But
right.
no, I mean they did step up
Shout
the
out
game.
to Big E's Pizza if you're listening to
Shout out
us.
to Big E's.
Jerry there in Long Beach. We'll be out there in a couple months.
Oh, we'll see you soon.
But trust though, like it's one thing to have a beer at Chuck E. Cheese and watch these little kids go crazy on each
See,
other.
It's
It's
hilarious. I
hilarious,
think stop right there. Nope. I will not be doing that.
No, but like I mean, the food actually is good. The food actually got
Yeah.
better.
It's
And
Okay.
plus, dude, who likes like skee ball, man? When the hell's the last time you played skee ball?
I know, right?
That is like the
But
classic.
but
game.
skee ball is all over the place, though. It doesn't have to be a Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
not in Southern
arcades
California, bro.
everywhere.
Like, I've only seen like
Arcades,
3
stuff like
places.
that. Power stations.
What's
you
in
know.
our hold on? What's an arcade?
Power
Because
station.
those are
I
closing
know.
up all over the
Those
place.
are closing left and
Yeah,
right,
no,
bro.
it's
Like,
so
yeah.
sad.
I only know 3 places to go to
Yeah.
play arcade games.
They were starting to make a little bit of a comeback because arcades were getting more.
I
And
know
more
there's
like
those
retro.
adult-
Especially arcade bars.
Yeah.
No, arcade bars are different. No. They're
Those are
a
different.
bunch of just stupid people taking up the
Oh,
machine.
yeah.
Oh.
Just
Oh.
get out.
We
get
push a
out.
little
They're
button
like-
there.
Just a little hint
It's
of
like
hate
the-
there,
Yeah.
just a little
No,
bit.
like there's
You mean
pinball.
kinda like-
Okay, if you go into a pinball room, that's fine. There's multiple pinball machines. But if you go to
Yeah.
an arcade bar, like someone's just dominating that, or they're just chilling right next to them, like, hey, I want to play some games, bro, and like, oh, sorry, dude, and they look at you all weird, and I'm like, yo, you need to back up, sir.
So
Like, you know where you're at? You could have gone to any bar.
This is
Any
the
bar.
first. This is the first
mean,
time
you
I've
are
ever
pretty
heard
weird
you
looking,
like
Jason.
really like step up. Like, hey, bro, like
You can
Are
go
we
to any bar.
talking-
you're very
Jason?
chill usually.
are we talking
Yeah.
like Wreck-It Ralph level where the kids are like lining up their quarters because they want to use every single racer on Sugar Rush? On machines?
No, not even. It's like they'll just like play the game and they'll put a quarter in. They'll just let it sit and they'll just hang out right there. I'm like, yo, dude, just you're at a
Like
Oh.
they
arcade
don't
bar.
know the rules because they don't
Like,
understand the arcade rules.
You could just hang out
in
at a
the
bar.
arcade
Like that's
bar.
cool. That's fine. But if you're
Jerry,
like going to
hold on,
arcade
though.
bar, like let
How
it
many-
go.
How many 21-year-olds know the rules of an arcade these days?
Mm.
Oh, no one.
Okay.
Because that
No one
takes
knows the rules at a
manners.
regular bar. Come
'Cause
on.
that takes manners and like
Yeah.
like no, kids today. What does that mean? Are you?
Right.
Does
Oh.
that mean that you're giving me that quarter? Probably no.
Like,
So-
don't get me started on bars.
Let's talk some.
Okay,
Okay.
don't etiquette
All right.
of bars. Don't get me started.
Arcade bars as
Yeah,
a
bars
no
and
zone for
etiquettes.
Jason.
Bars.
So let's talk about some
etiquette.
happy news.
Uh,
Okay, Jason, let's talk about some happy news.
happy place.
Woosah.
Happy thoughts. Who do you have to
Woosah.
place?
Woosah. Yeah.
Woosah.
Woosah.
Ernest Klein
Who's
and
from?
Random House announced this week that Ready Player 2 is coming out in November.
Hey.
That's exciting.
It's about time.
So wait, that's an interesting time to do
I'm gonna
that
buy
though,
that
because
book.
I mean, like, you got consoles coming out. Are people going to read or are people go play?
I think it's
Both?
yeah. I think it's
Both,
gonna try
man,
and
yeah.
ride that wave.
Even if the book was like $20, which I don't even think it will be.
It probably
but-
will be. It'll
Oh,
probably be
probably
like
will be.
15,
Yeah.
$20 at launch. It'll be a
Yeah,
hardback
okay.
first, and then they'll do paperback later on. But
Yeah,
they
play
need
the
to
book.
turn whatever it is. Give us a movie after it. I'll be
Yeah.
happy.
Please.
It's already planned. In the bonus features of the first movie.
Oh yeah, I know they planned it.
The writer,
just-
the writer was already writing it.
Exactly. So give us something real, unlike Game of Thrones crap, where you got to go make crap up to give a sequel. Go off the book.
Even though the first movie was great.
Oh yeah,
actually
absolutely.
wait for the author to actually write something.
Yes.
Right. Yeah.
Wait,
So,
Scott Pilgrim in it, dude. Don't Scott Pilgrim it.
right. Love Scott Pilgrim. So
It's good.
the Disney World is going to be reopening
interesting.
in Florida. You know, where there's a ton of hot spots for COVID cases. However, they are basically telling all their guests, if you come to the park, you don't wear masks, you don't follow the precautions we've put in place, and you get COVID, it is on you.
It's fair.
I mean, like, but once one person gets it there, I feel like it would be just like a brush fire.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know how?
I mean,
hard...
I mean, they'll probably shut down. Like the government or whatever will probably tell them,
But
like, hey, take a break. You need to quarantine for a while. But they can't get sued for getting it. They still need to.
I think they're talking
still
about
need to cover their butt.
that full occurrence. They're saying they're not responsible for.
Correct.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And then also in the realm of Disney, music exec Mitchell Lieb has confirmed there is a script for Tron 3, and he's saying now is the time is right to do it because of Disney Plus.
Yes.
That's fair.
Thank you, dude. I knew Disney Plus was going to be amazing. It just opened doors after doors.
Here's the thing, though. Are we getting a true sequel, or are they going to turn around and do the rumored reboot of Tron, which was supposed to have Jared Leto in it?
Oh no, I don't think so. Well, you know,
I don't think it would be an actual sequel, though. I don't think they should go Jared Leto, but I think it'd end up being a reboot.
I want Garrett Hedlund back. I want
I want us to see what happens to Sam
Olivia Wilde and Olivia Wilde back.
I want to see them both and what happens after the fact, you know, because we know that the grid has been essentially reset. So it'd be interesting to see what happens with the grid. I want Bruce Boxleiter back.
There's your reboot with your old school tie-in. Boom.
There you go.
And it naturally happened.
Yep. So you just wrote the story there.
Now, Jerry, talking about reboots, DC is rumoring to be doing Justice League Rebirth.
Good.
Which has nothing to do with Snyder Cut and won't be a continuation of the story.
I want to know.
You know what? From what I'm hearing,
the only thing I care about is Jason Momoa still Aquaman.
Yes.
Okay.
I don't know. Probably not.
See, that's why I'm like I wanted a sequel from Aquaman because it was cool, but Jason Momoa is just like my spirit animal, and he should be Aquaman or Sabretooth.
That Snyder Cut, from what I'm hearing coming out of the actors and stuff that were part of it, that thing sounds like it was supposed to be pretty special. If Zack Snyder was able to do what he wanted to do and not have Joss Whedon come in and just destroy it.
First of all, Joss Whedon did not destroy it. He picked up the pieces and he did what he did.
He didn't cut. He reshot. They reshot. Under his direction.
Yeah,
Zack
totally
Snyder.
Understand. That was his movie. The first movie was his movie because he came in mid whatever, picked up the pieces, and then did what he thought he needed to do. Now, was it a good rendition of Justice League? No, it was not, and it wasn't well received. Is the Snyder Cut going to be any better? I hope so. I'm not holding my breath.
It was going to have Darkseid in it. So
that still leaves the rest of the movie.
Well, yeah, you know.
So that's why I hope it is. If it is a completely different movie, that will shake my. So my curiosity, but like
Josh is the one that's responsible for us having to have the CGI mouth put on Superman at the beginning of the movie.
That was timing.
No, it was a reshoot. It was a reshoot. So
yeah, they were reshoots.
But that was more on Henry
Cavill,
scheduling. Because he had a scheduling conflict.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is though
he needed to have his beard for
they wanted mustache. No, I get that, but they wanted that scene as part of the movie when Josh took over. Yeah. And they had to pull him back in to redo that scene really quick, and he couldn't shave because of his contract obligation to Mission Impossible. Right. So they digitized it out. That was not on Snyder. That was all on Whedon. So,
no, but that I'm just saying, like, that's more of a scheduling thing. I don't think that's anybody's fault. And I mean, like, I'm the one thing I'm telling you is like reshoots are planned from day one.
Oh yeah,
that's part of production. Is like some of the budget is saved away for like weeks of reshoots if needed.
Mm-hmm. Right.
So, but that's always in the contracts too. So,
but that was just a scene that Whedon wanted in there. So they went and got
but the rest of the movie, when close-ups of him is.
But you got to admit that horrible CGI just started off horribly.
Dude,
in the beginning of the movie,
lower the bar
footage,
for the rest of the movie.
That was like
that was
CGI.
the footage of him in like Brazil or whatever. The first footage we see of him.
He's the kid's
interviewing. Right at the beginning of the movie. And he's got the whole CGI mouth.
Yes.
But it totally lowered the bar for the entire movie.
Yeah, it did.
I mean, we were talking Mortal Kombat Annihilation CGI for that.
I don't think that bad. I don't think that's like a little extreme.
Really?
Annihilation is bad.
Yeah,
Mortal Kombat Annihilation is bad. Like Street Fighter bad.
Go back and watch the CGI.
I don't think there's a lot of CG in that movie.
There's enough. Go back and watch the CGI for Justice League where they basically gave him a new mouth. It's horrible.
No, I've seen it because I'm not gonna lie. The movie is entertaining. I've watched it multiple times. When I want to see live action. DC,
I mean, I still love the piece with the fight between Superman and the Flash in Justice League. That was the key piece of the entire movie that I loved.
Yeah. Now, that being said, let's talk about entertaining. Jerry, we talked about this briefly before the show.
Mm-hmm.
Chris Hemsworth.
Oh, yeah.
Bulking up for Hulk Hogan.
We joke about this, but I am excited about this movie. I just really hope it's like a dramedy. I hope it's like somewhat drama, but like there's got to be an element of comedy in this because like if you're trying to do a whole Hulk Hogan drama movie, no way.
Okay, who's playing Vince McMahon? I want to know that.
That's a great question. That's a valid
question.
I want to know everything about this movie.
I want to know
already. Chris Hemsworth
who's going to come out
already with the handlebar and the law. I cannot wait for this movie.
I mean, who's going to play Macho Man?
Once again, great question. Who's going to play Andre the Giant?
Ultimate Warrior? All those.
Oh my God! Yes, I cannot wait for this. So many great questions.
Now, here's the thing, though. We've talked about this before, especially with like Black Lives Matter and everything. Is that Hogan's a racist? How much of that is actually going to be in the movie?
I'm sure most of that will be omitted.
Yeah,
I would hope so.
Well, that depends on the direction of the movie. Like, is it going to stick with like his beginning like struggles in the limelight or like whatever? I mean, because I don't remember, nothing really controversial came out with him during his heyday. Because he was
not during his heyday.
He was
listen to this,
because he was the face of the company at the time.
Yeah, but he was after.
Yeah, so listen to this.
I know after.
They don't have any cast other than Hemsworth. So I'm looking at IMDb right now.
Okay.
However, Eric Bischoff is a producer on it.
Okay, so Vince McMahon is not going to be shined in a good light.
Not at all.
Hold on. Nope. Let's keep going with this. Okay, so Bradley Cooper's a producer.
Oh my God! Please, dude.
Chris
he should be the Ultimate Warrior.
Oh, but
that would be hilarious.
Maybe, yeah.
Oh my God!
Hilarious.
So Chris Hemsworth is going to produce it as well. Hogan is an executive producer on it. Joe Russo is a producer on it from the Russo brothers.
Yeah.
So,
you did say Bradley Cooper, right? I didn't.
Yes.
I did not mishear that. Yes, definitely Ultimate Warrior. Then he should be the Ultimate Warrior.
Sure. I just no. I just think
When is his plan to come out? When is
Yeah. Or when it was planned, because it's definitely going to be postponed.
It's been announced.
It's just announced.
Yeah, that's it, and it's got no date on it.
Man, who could play a good Vince McMahon
In Hollywood?
Yeah, and like
a young Vince McMahon.
Oh yeah, young Vince McMahon too.
Because we got to talk about this is back when he was
That's right. Because at first I was thinking Bryan Cranston, but no, you need a young Vince McMahon. Yeah, he's too old.
I don't know. That'll be interesting.
Oh man, yeah, I can't wait for that movie.
Yeah, all they've got it listed as he's got Extraction.
I can already see Chris Hemsworth. Oh yeah, like oh my god, dude. Like
it's gonna have to see here's my thing. I
cannot wait for that.
He's bulking up really big because there's no way Boyo's got 24-inch pythons. You know, it's
he's gonna get as big as he can. But
he's bulking up for it, right?
Hulk Hogan was like 300 pounds.
So he's gonna go from
solid.
Like he's supposedly bulking up for this now, but he's also got Thor coming up. That how is that gonna play into it? Is he bulking up for Hulk Hogan and then having to shed some weight down to Thor level for his last appearance as Thor?
Well, yeah, that's going to be interesting. But I guarantee you, dude Thor was only in Endgame. Like, I think he's going to be. I think they're going to play off like him working out in the movie, and like. Yeah, I shedded the weight. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think
the establishing scene to like a little establishing scene like of him working out.
Well,
he's no longer Dude Thor anymore. Obviously,
he's got to because you know Jane ain't going back to Dude Thor.
Yeah.
No.
I mean, it's called Love and Thunder, so you know it's
right.
Jane's back. We already know if they're it looks like they're planning on going off a comic, which means Jane becomes the new Thor.
But that also means that also kind of keeps Hemsworth because he will he's taking over. Thor takes over. What is it?
Well, no, he loses his God of Thunder powers. That's what this whole that's the whole storyline.
Yeah, the MCU is different. Oh my gosh.
Yep.
That's right. He gave reign to Valkyrie. That's right.
Mm-hmm.
So Valkyrie now leads the refugees of Asgard.
Asgard, that's what it was. Yep. Asgard.
So now one thing I am happy for, and I'm excited for, is they started filming again on Uncharted.
Yeah.
This makes take 6.
I'm really
they had already started
counting.
filming. They started filming before COVID hit, and then COVID shut down production. So Tom Holland has already put out pictures of him and the hairdo and stuff.
He's getting the hair. He's getting there.
He looks like a very young Nathan Drake.
Yeah.
My concern is
good.
Mark Wahlberg as Sully. That could go one of two ways.
That's really
it could either be really, really good, or we could be talking like what was the movie he did with Will Ferrell?
I'll give it to Mark that he could really pull off Sully's accent. Like he could.
Oh, he could.
In demeanor, he could totally pull that off.
I think he
That's
could
why I said we could have it be really good.
The thing that worries me is the next movie. Like, does that mean are they going to age down Mark Wahlberg, or what I hope is that they find an older actor? Like, if this is purely like a younger Uncharted movie with a younger, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I see what you're
like
saying.
Mark Wahlberg stays with that movie, and then we get what we really hope for in the up-to-date Uncharted. That's why, like, that's my whole.
I think we're in agreement, Sherry. They completely missed out on everything and having Nathan Fillion be Nathan Drake.
Everything and some.
I knew you would mention that. Like, I totally agree.
Just
but
saying, they had
like,
they had a perfect opportunity to do it.
Yeah.
So
I mean, they had the
but
YouTube
when was
video.
that,
Like,
though?
it's just
But when
proof
was that?
right there.
When was the perfect opportunity? He
um,
was busy with Castle. After that, he got the rookie. Maybe after Castle. Maybe.
he could have done it during Castle.
Castle,
Or even during Castle,
finale years ago, though.
Yeah, that's what
Way
I'm talking
before
about.
Rookie.
That's what I'm saying. When the movies should have happened, yes.
So
Oh,
in other,
okay.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So in other news, Ninja's on YouTube now. Anyways, moving on.
Just
Because
gloss
we care
over
so
that.
much about Ninja. It's like, oh,
Yep.
okay.
I mean,
Next
We
one.
didn't want to go back to Twitch, so let's just stick to YouTube.
what's
Okay.
funny is they still haven't said anything about Dr. Disrespect yet from Twitch.
Really?
Yeah, and that's that.
Actually, I heard a little something about this.
Yes.
More of a kind of a solid theory on it. So, it was with Mixer, right? That Dr. Disrespect was under contract
no, it was
with,
Twitch.
or
It
it was
was
Twitch.
No,
Okay,
Twitch,
so
yeah.
he just re-upped his contract with Twitch, and it was just a little bit more of it was too much of a coincidence when Mixer was closing down and shutting down, canceling all their contracts, left I guess Twitch open to kind of do the same thing with their more expensive accounts, or the people that they employ, which is Dr. Disrespect, which is why they haven't really said anything.
I think he's being investigated. I still think that theory is holding true.
Really?
I think it's big time because immediately he got shut straight down.
I mean, that's another theory.
But honestly, good riddance.
Yeah, but either way, I think Twitch was trying to clean house and just
and
also
they've been dropping the ban hammer on a lot of people.
Yeah.
Lately too. So speaking of people leaving and stuff like that, we talked about Ubisoft last week and the Me Too movement and how there was several executives that were being investigated, which, Serge Hasquet, Giannis Malat, and Cecile Cornet are all stepping down from their positions due to all the allegations and leaving the company.
More and more trickle down.
And Ubi threw them under the bus. Straight up. It was not kind departure news. So
really,
yeah. Let me put it this way: we'd be here for a good 5 to 10 minutes for me to read the entire release.
Oh,
jeez!
It's a good pager and whatnot. And speaking of allegations, man, I wish we had Ninja Nam on here to talk about this.
I was actually talking to him not too long ago, and I was just joking around with him because of all the EVO things, EVO Online. Ugh.
Yep, EVO has been canceled due to ex-CEO now, Joy Coiler, because of allegations of sexual misconduct. It was so much to the point that Capcom and NetherRealm both pulled out of that real quick. Nintendo pulled out. So when you lose Marvel versus Capcom and then whatever other fighters they were going to have, you're losing
a lot of
combat, lose Smash. That's the entire tournament.
Yeah, you're losing a lot of the NA population. And
yep. And Nintendo even, they said, hey, Nintendo, we are deeply disturbed by the allegations raised against certain members of the competitive gaming community. They're absolutely impermissible. We want to make it clear that we condemn all acts of violence, harassment, exploitations against anyone, and that we stand with the victims. So we don't know who the victims are completely, but we know there's multiples regarding this. And it was enough that EVO did a one-day investigation and turned around and said, peace, you're gone. So it didn't take long.
Damn, yeah.
So honestly, I think the time has come. The Me Too movement should have hit gaming a long time ago, because I follow a lot of devs and stuff around the world on Twitter, and every one of them is coming out saying how bad the gaming industry is with regards to women in the workplace, diversity, everything. So it's time.
It's actually interesting to think how misogynistic those companies truly are, And
Yep.
as a gamer, you never really think of that because you're just thinking about the games, obviously. But yeah, I mean, and it's been going on like ever since the beginning of games, and no one's really done anything about it. And
Yep.
yeah, it's finally time. Like it's that's great. That's good.
So in the realm of Nintendo as well, new Switch Online games were finally announced. We're getting Immortal for the NES. Never heard of it.
No.
Natsumi Championship Wrestling. And Donkey Kong Country.
Okay, so it was really
So,
Donkey Kong Country and some change.
yep, pretty much.
Right.
Honestly, they had so much promise with Switch Online, and I think they've pretty much ruined it. I think from a Nintendo perspective, they're becoming very, very, very so much money-driven, anti-consumer. I don't think their seal of quality means anything anymore. Reason I say that is because they recently had a game listed on the eShop called Don't Get Caught, which we talked about this, which carries a NSFW label, which for those people that don't know what that means, it means not safe for work. The game is about not getting caught in the backseat of a car while you are having fun. I'll just put it that way.
Interesting way to say it.
That's if you want. I mean, honestly, if you want to keep this as
We'll say
possible family as possible,
having personal time alone.
Okay,
in the
sure.
backseat of the car.
But
time.
Here's the thing:
You're focusing on you.
You know, with something like this being on there now, it makes me wonder
That's
what all
very
is
weird.
going with what all is
You
going
mean-
on at Nintendo. That Kirk Scott, who was the one that was kind of the spearheading of the indies and stuff like that, you know, this stuff getting onto the eShop. It's the eShop. If you look at it anymore, it's shovelware. It's just stuff getting published as much as possible. There seems to be no quality control anymore, like Nintendo used to be known for. It really is the Wii Shop channel now. It's the Wii U Shop channel where it just all this junk is showing up there, and it for a system that advertises it as being family friendly, you can't get
a company
further from
that's family friendly. Yeah,
a company you can't get further from family friendly with a NSFW title being listed on your eShop.
Like even just from a gamer's perspective, like that's a weird game to even known to be made.
There's weirder ones, Jerry, but
well, yeah, but like those are in
Oh,
Japan.
Catherine.
Okay, we know because you know they're more mature than us. We get
you know Dante's
but
Inferno.
still.
Oh yeah, Dante's Inferno, man.
I mean, in all
just
honesty, it's not the first time we saw something sexually suggestive on Nintendo. Let's talk Conker's Bad Fur Day. You know, way back in the N64.
That's 4 days.
But I just think that, you know, stuff like this, guys, it really sexual content games like to this level. I don't think
for it being the sole purpose. That's the whole purpose of the game.
What it is, yeah.
That's very weird.
Yeah, for it to show up on the eShop and let it slip through, it makes me wonder what really is going on in Nintendo, where you have a lot of people leaving, you know, that have been part of this. You see so much of this content going up. They're just trying to get as much onto the console as possible. We all know companies need, bottom line, you know, cash flow.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And that cash flow is going to turn into, you know, maybe a Switch 2, which at their annual meeting of shareholders, they did say from the perspective of playing with the image displayed on a TV, we believe that because consumers can play Nintendo Switch on a TV or the game console screen itself, it has greatly increased the opportunities for gameplay in the various screens in their lives compared to the previous consoles. Through Nintendo Switch, we've made many discoveries about where a dedicated video game platform can fit into a consumer's daily life. We will utilize these experiences in carefully considering the form of our future game consoles will take. Honestly, yeah, I mean, Nintendo's a handheld company. We know that.
Yeah.
I mean, the Vita died trying to go up against the Switch.
Everything that's been put against Nintendo
failed.
Is gone
miserably.
You know,
Handheld wise, yes.
Yeah.
I honestly think they've got a Switch 2 already being made. It's probably not. We're probably going to see something about it next year. Honestly,
I don't think so yet. I don't think so.
they're going to have to.
If they do,
Soon.
Yeah.
If
Soon,
they
but
do, I don't think it's going to be what we all expect. I think it's still going to be somewhat of a minor upgrade
Hmm.
if they do come out with something. And I don't think it's going to be
probably
as impressive as we think it might be.
it's probably going to be like a Switch XL.
Something like that.
see, I think I think they're gonna go with the whole digital thing now. Instead of having cartridges, they're gonna actually start switching over to like a kind of like a mobile phone kind of thing where you can download the games and then download it as you go. Why
Mhm.
limit yourself to
Maybe.
the cartridge? If the PlayStation 5 is gonna go completely
Mhm.
digital,
Well, it's not. That's
well, I mean,
okay.
have a
There's an
console that's
option
there's an option.
There's an
sir.
option,
Yeah.
Jerry.
But I mean, like that's
To
It's not
have
like
a
it's an
disc.
option. It's like it's a normal option. The real
No.
option is being able to
I'm
go
pretty
digital.
sure. I'm pretty sure
Nah.
the new normal is that your option is to have an optical drive.
Yeah. But I mean,
Whatever.
like,
Not to
they're gonna
go
get rid of the
digital,
cartridge.
it's to
That's
have
the
an
one thing
optical
that's
Sorry if we still want to keep it a little old school.
that's the one thing that's holding Nintendo back, in my opinion, is the cartridge. It's gotten way better, obviously, over time, but you're still. We're going with discs now. We're going with things that have like tons and tons of space.
Well,
which, yeah, there is tons of space in cartridges now, but it's your niche.
there's
Like,
games to Jason's point though. There's games on the Switch you have to have a memory card for in order
Yeah.
to even
Yeah.
play it.
so
A
I
lot
mean,
of
like,
them do.
just
But
I
that's
think they're going to
it's
go
still
straight
depending
into
on,
this.
yeah.
They're gonna go if they do make a new one. It's just gonna go straight into digital only. It's
Yeah.
not gonna have this cartridge where you have to have
I
it.
kind of agree because
All the
I
games
don't
that you
see
have
them-
will be at your fingertips pretty much at all times. You don't
But
have
it
to.
saves on production costs too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
you're not producing the cartridges, you're not producing the cases, you're not handling the shipping, you're not handling the taxes related to shipping
but you
or
also don't
being
really
able to
own it, do
sell
you?
or anything like that. You have a lot
Well,
of things.
now here's
You
the
can't
thing
hold
though.
it, but you still own it on digital.
Yeah.
Thank you very much, sir.
If
But
you
then
go-
also at the same time,
Only until that system is no longer running.
well, at the same time
Same
though,
with your
it
disc.
does keeps the subscribers in.
But if it was
Nintendo,
backwards compatible, I could still use
know.
that disc.
If it was backwards compatible, I'm pretty sure digital will still work too.
Jeez.
if it was backwards
Have you
compatible,
tried running a game on Windows 95?
No.
Windows
Honestly,
95 game? Holy heck!
No, thank you.
if it was backwards compatible, we'd all be playing Xbox right now.
What?
Hate to say it,
We'd be playing
Yeah.
some Halo, yeah. I would
Yeah,
admit
yeah,
to
we
playing
would.
some
dude.
Halo.
I
would
you know
admit to
what?
that.
I am excited. I am excited for that reveal. Like next month, I want to see what.
Oh, me
Halo
too. I
Infinite
want to
looks
see
like.
I want to see where Master Chief is going. I'm in the story. I'm in it.
Dude, the more honestly,
I love it.
I hate to say this, as the more that keeps leaking out about that Series S, where it's supposed to be like a super cheap variant for next gen and stuff like that, the more it may become a secondary console that I might consider picking up to be able to play Halo and Forza and whatnot.
Honestly, if that, I would probably buy that. I would probably buy
I'd
the
buy the
digital
S.
version of the Xbox.
Yeah, I'm considering
that.
it. Like, granted, the PlayStation is going to be my primary system, but
Mine too.
I think
yeah,
the
you have 2
Xbox
years.
Series, I think the Series S would be probably going to be a secondary for me. Pick
Well,
that up.
Think
But
about
Well,
it.
okay, hold on.
In the discussion with Jason,
Deal is-
I agree that digital for Nintendo is a
It's
better idea. I
the
totally
way
agree
they need
about
to
that
go.
because I think the Wii and the Wii U
I-
kind of didn't really give them a good taste in their mouths.
I
which is why
don't
they
think
Back to like cartridge.
I don't think Nintendo goes all digital because that's a lot of real estate that they have in Targets and Walmarts and Best Buys that all of a sudden are going to go poof.
Yeah, but I mean at the
True,
same time
but that
too,
also depends.
and-
Like that just means they'll go heavy on more of the accessories,
No.
limited editions, the
Yeah,
things
no,
that they
no.
are
I-
known for.
But if you've got
game
a
wise,
tiny, think about this: so the average consumer, right? that may not be all up on the know, right? On Nintendo being, digital or whatnot, right?
Uh-huh.
You walk into a store, you have one tiny section for Nintendo, and you have all these sections for Xbox and PlayStation. First thing that's going to jump to my mind is, oh, they're not really that great because they don't have much out for it.
Mm.
So I'm going to go to Xbox. I'm going to go to PlayStation because they have all these games. They have all this stuff, and I just don't see Nintendo
games.
Nintendo has so many like contracts with all these big
That's right
stores that have these huge real estate. You walk into a Target, right? Nintendo dwarfs PlayStation and Xbox. I mean, you have one row for Xbox, you have one row for PlayStation. They're usually like right here, but then you have an entire row and a half, almost 2 full rows of Nintendo between the accessories, the memorabilia, the games, all of it.
That's where Nintendo shines at the store. Is the memorabilia, the accessories, etc.
But it's not even just the memorabilia, but I mean, like, to Matt's point, like, it being out in somewhere of convenience helps spread and advertise for it. Because like, if it's somebody that's not familiar with Nintendo but is overly familiar with Target and happens to walk by it, you're going to see it. If it's all digital, you're not really going to come across it unless you get like ads and stuff of that you're paying not to see ads for the most part. So I would say that, that makes a good point to where you lose some sales if you completely went digital for everything, because you need to be able to advertise more in other aspects. I mean, you could probably move your costs from production of the cases and the cartridges into advertising in order for it to hit a larger market. But it could be fought either way.
So therefore, physical copies are still relevant.
I never said it was irrelevant.
And they are still wanted.
But it is still going to be replaced.
But in the case of Nintendo, though, because right now, what Nintendo is doing is that they're just
physical copies.
They're spitting out a bunch of stuff where it's just trying to get people to buy stuff on the e-store. Instead of it being like, okay, let's put Zelda, for example. It's a big name. Everyone knows that name, at least in the gaming world. If you put Zelda as a digital copy only, without a physical, yes, you'll lose out people on having that physical. Jerry,
I want it.
Myself,
I need it.
But you're still going to make that money physical, like digital. You're going to make more of it for Nintendo. Like, Nintendo's going to keep more of it if they go digital. Plus, they can expand however long they want it to be. I mean, granted, it's probably going to be like let's say a 60-hour game. It's going to be like, you can put tons and tons of memory into making it look beautiful, every little detail, every blade of grass, etc., etc. You can do all that digital, and it's still going to be, you're still going to need the memory card anyway, so why get the physical and then get a memory card when you can just get it digital and have it all onto the platform? Then you'll have it at any time as well. Then you also need to have a subscription to Nintendo to maybe get it, and that's where they might kind of like reel it in a little bit.
Are you thinking going more like a games as a service?
Yeah, like not games as a service, but how they have the Xbox,
or like there's PlayStation Plus in order to play online with other people.
Yeah, PlayStation Plus. A lot of people already have the Nintendo. I don't even know all three of them, but you have the PlayStation Plus, you have the Xbox physical Gold, you have the Nintendo Shop, the Nintendo Family thing.
So here's the thing: is you go that route. If you're going to go all digital, you're going to have to overhaul the entire eShop, because that is the biggest cluster of an online store.
But right now they're just dumping it in, which is.
And I think, and that's the problem though. Like we were talking about, it's become shovelware. I mean, that's the thing is, at some point you have to have quality games. I mean, yes, is there some terrible stuff on PSN and the Xbox store?
Yes,
absolutely, but not to the level that is hit the Nintendo store.
Yeah, I mean,
and
like,
the Nintendo store is putting that stuff on. Yeah,
they just need to find out, like, clean it up, get back to having it handheld, get back to your roots. Like, they're trying to
honestly.
adapt. They're trying to adapt to the next gen or the generation of us where we've grown up with it, and so they're like, oh well, we've all been playing Nintendo. Now we're playing PlayStation and Xbox because it's a lot more mature. We need to jump on that
Well,
ship.
I think where it
They don't
is
need to.
you have two things I think that are driving the current is Iwata. May he, rest his soul. It's now been 5 years since he passed. He was the driving force behind the Switch, and Reggie's left. Ever since that's happened, you've seen Nintendo do a pivot, and now instead of it driving more for families, you are now trying to see them try to just get everything that they can. And I think they're diversifying so much that they're losing, to Jason's point, who they are. They've lost their roots.
Come on.
I agree. I agree.
Me and Jerry know from working at the game store, there's the big three: Nintendo, Sony, and Microsoft. And I even installed it into Jerry because it's so true still to this day. If you like FPS, you're getting an Xbox. If you like anything else, you're getting a PlayStation. If you are a family person, you are getting a Nintendo. Does not matter. Because all the games that each one put out are so dead on with the clientele that I literally just would just say that, because online,
it's still true to this day.
It's still true to this day.
Yeah, no matter what.
Like no matter what.
The moment a parent walks in, regardless if they're an Xbox or Sony fan,
if they know
their
nothing,
first purchase is going to be what's good for the family, and that's always going to be Nintendo.
Yeah. You can't go wrong with Nintendo, and you have to Nintendo. You gotta reel it in again.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
I know Nintendo's upset about the 2020 Japan games. It was their year. They were probably gonna bust out something crazy for the Summer Olympics. But just Nintendo, get it together. Get it together for a year.
So, talking about reeling it in, someone netted $114,000 at auction for a mint copy of Super Mario Brothers. Grade A+, 9.4 rated.
It's not bad.
Mint condition Super Mario Brothers.
Jerry and I saw some of those at
E3.
Comic-Con.
Yeah.
No, we saw
Comic-Con.
You and I saw those at Comic-Con, the grade 10 and everything. I think those were pretty impressive conditions.
$114,000.
I don't know, man. That's too much. That's still too much, man.
That's great.
All right. So let's talk about the other. Let's talk about the other two with the big three. So with PlayStation, we got the box art. So I'll show everybody here for the PS5
box
games.
Out 4.
Oh,
well, for Spider-Man Miles Morales.
No, so all the PlayStation 5 games going forward are going to have the white banner across the top and a little bit of a white on the spine to say PS5. If you notice, though, they're no longer going with only on PlayStation on the boxes. The common theory is because with the games as they get older, they're moving them to PC. So you've got Horizon is coming out on PC. Death Stranding is releasing on PC. So those games are going to PC, and therefore they're not only on PlayStation, so to speak. Also, if you notice, they're doing the PlayStation Studios logo on the boxes.
Good on them.
Yeah.
Yep. So I think, I like the boxes. If you look at it, the white banner and the blue box, it is screaming unity with the console. It's the console design itself. So I like it. I guess. It could they have done something a little bit better with it? Possibly.
No, I like it looking like that.
How much better are you really going to get? I mean, it's something. It's the banner to it. Like, is people really going to pay that much attention to it? Probably not.
I think the biggest thing is this is distinctive. It stands out. This says PS5.
Yeah, it goes with the console.
It goes with the console. That makes sense. The only thing that disappoints me is that it goes with the console.
No, I like it a
I'm
lot,
really
dude.
not happy about the white on the console.
No, I really like the white. You know,
I like the
Really?
white.
I love the white.
The
I
more
know.
I
the
see
white
it,
is great.
it's great.
Jerry, you've
it's
seen my PC. You
No,
know I love
yeah,
white.
I know. I know. It's just my soul's dark, so I want everything.
Oh
I'm
my
like I'm like MKHD. I want everything matte black.
The only thing
hold on.
that
Matte black
hold on.
everything, dude.
Jerry has a soul?
Well, dude, I mean,
There
like,
you go.
if you count his whole like days off sitting in darkness and listening to the sound of silence, that would be Jerry's soul.
the only thing that I don't like about the box is that on the spine, the PS5 like white part
Yeah.
is just it's overhanging. It is
Yep.
it is
Oh,
irking me a little.
that's gonna
It
be a
is
problem for desks. Like
It is
that
irking me a
whole
little.
wave part looks aesthetically like good, but
Mhm.
functionally when you put it down, it's gonna be a weird like it's gonna take up some space.
no, I
It's
just
definitely gonna take up some space. I think.
Well, no, I think what Jason's talking about, you look at the spine, right?
yeah.
And right here is
It's longer than the actual like.
it's longer. So from an aesthetics, from an OCD perspective, it kind of doesn't look great.
Yeah,
But
it really doesn't look.
Oh, okay.
But at the
I
same
thought
time
you meant on
too.
the console. I thought you
No,
meant
no.
no,
Yeah,
we're
on
talking
the
about
spine.
case.
Oh.
And then I'm just curious
Oh,
if that's gonna match.
That's what bothers you.
Well, I also want to know if it matches like the
That's what
PS4 and the
bothers you,
PS3, where
because
like
it
lines
looks
up.
aesthetically right in the front, but then when you
Dude,
see this,
I mean, like now that you see it, you can't unsee it, right?
but I also
Now that
like
you see it, you
okay,
cannot
I don't
unsee
care.
this.
It's
But
fine.
it's the same thing with PS4. You still have the blue that comes off. It's
Boom.
not
But it's
completely
not
equal.
as large. Do you see
It's
how
the-
large that
It's
is?
the same thing. What are you talking about? It's the same
That
amount.
really bothers
Not
you.
even- it's
Wait.
literally the same
on.
dimensions
It's so funny.
as the PS4 banner on the freaking cartridge.
It does the same thing with the PS4. See
I know,
where
but not that
just
large.
because it's
Dude, do you see
hidden-
how large that
it's
is?
hidden better because it goes in with
if
blue
it's like-
just because it
If
stands
it's like
out in
this,
the white.
yeah, sure, cool.
Yes,
Jason,
Chadwick.
will it make you
That's
feel
what
better if I
did.
pull
That's
out the
what you did.
ruler and we can figure out just how big
Ah,
this
dude.
stuff
Oh my
is?
God, Jason.
Oh.
Yo, hey,
Serious
hey.
thinking you were talking about the actual console, but you're talking about the spine of the box of the games.
Hey,
Oh my
Hey.
God, bro.
all right.
How many greatest hits copies do I have? 0. I refuse to buy greatest
Oh.
hits. You know, and
I
I don't
agree.
want to see
So-
like you know the box
Yeah.
instructions,
But that's also
everything.
color distinctive. It's red on the box.
Oh.
We never buy the red boxes. You buy the originals. I get that.
I feel like this is
That's
the weirdest
original
argument
box
we've
for a
ever
PS5.
had on
Gotta get-
Yes. Yeah, it is.
no.
talking about the
never.
size of a banner.
On the spine of the game box. Just Jason,
So-
you're a
I've-
question
I've-
mark.
Listeners will back me up on this one, guys. They know. They know. They know.
I want a
know.
voicemail or
They
comments
know.
about this.
I
They
wanna
will
know.
back me up.
I want to
They
know
will
this
back
too.
me up on this.
So, speaking of which, Skyrim's been listed on Amazon France's website for PS5.
Oh wow! So Skyrim's coming out. Cool.
Yeah. Bethesda's trying to be Rockstar.
Little discreet there.
Yeah. And then also this week, Sony invested $250 million for a 1.4% stake in Epic Games. So Epic is raising a ton of capital. So it makes me wonder what else they're going to do. Are they going to expand out the Epic Game Store some more? They got something else they're going to make instead of Fortnite?
I might be
That's all I need.
wrong here, but did Epic Games start the Gears of War franchise?
No.
It wasn't.
They
that.
built
Oh,
no, they built the Unreal Engine. They're the ones behind Unreal.
Right. Okay.
But this is the
Yeah.
thing with Epic Games. Like, even if I don't purchase anything from them.
I
They
honestly
did
thought you were
Unreal
going to go back to the spine of the
No,
of the box.
no,
I'm
no,
not
no.
going to lie.
Stop it. Stop it. Stop it.
I'm sorry. Okay.
But with Epic Games, like they have been putting out so many great free games. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, like getting GTA 5, Overcooked. You know, I just downloaded Hue. You know,
Hey!
I
About
know I'm
time.
gonna like.
About time, sir.
What am I gonna play now? Hue.
Wait,
You know,
was
they
that
have.
the one game with the colors?
That's the color game.
Yes.
Yeah.
That was playing at E3.
Yeah.
Such a good game.
Yeah, see, and then they just put out Killing Floor 2. You know, like they're putting out all these amazing games. Like I had Gone Home, like the whole Batman Arkham series. Like at one point, dude, Epic Games. I'm just like shocked at what they've been doing.
Well,
You know, and
it's consumer friendly.
yeah, it's
Well,
totally.
yeah, hopefully about time they come out
Holy
with
heck.
a game of
Which I
their
hate.
own.
I hate to say it though, is like Xbox is really trying to become more consumer friendly because they don't want console exclusives. Hence, the 2 years for. But
I'm gonna
Way to
mute my
stab
mic.
Jason in the heart.
hold
Such a
on.
bad
Let
idea.
me just
Stab,
mute my
stab.
microphone real quick.
Wait, Jason, don't go. Don't leave.
Jason, quit yelling about the spines again. We're talking about Xbox.
Ah,
Although
But
I
no, I
am
gotta
right
give-
there with Jason on the whole Xbox thing, but go ahead.
But I think what also I think is them becoming more consumer friendly though is that they did go to the studios and devs and say don't charge for your upgrades, or they requested it. They're not going to make them like not do it, but they want it to be as free as possible for DLC. So if someone upgrades from an Xbox One to an Xbox Series X, their games will have the new version.
If only we could be in those meetings, that would be great. So excuse me, sir. So we're giving all of our upgrades for free, correct? Right. Yes. Okay, great.
Right,
That's
so,
great. Consumer friendly. We're gonna
Got
be
it.
okay. I get it. Can we go back? Can we swing back to the whole exclusives thing? No. We're gonna do our
well, we'll find out. Hold on, we'll find out here in a couple weeks.
Cool.
What, a couple weeks we'll find out what Xbox has for exclusives, and then maybe hopefully Jason will stop saying the
exclusive.
part of the mini
What?
fridge that.
Yeah.
Now,
You know, like
that being
'cause I don't know.
said,
2 years from now is going to be 2022, and hopefully coronavirus will be gone.
Oh my God, please.
You know, we'll have another.
Nope.
We'll have another Olympics. What else we're gonna do?
A
in
fresh-
22?
we'll
We're
finally
gonna
have
have
a
a
fresh
flying
start.
car. You know, we're gonna have a flying car. I don't know, like.
Yeah.
And then
Now-
I'll finally get an Xbox exclusive.
Yeah.
Master Chief will be back. You know.
Now to now to Jerry's point though about the whole board meeting, right?
Dude, don't put me in that board meeting.
2K is going to sell an edition of NBA 2K for $100 that includes both PS4, PS5, or Xbox One and Xbox Series X versions.
That
They're,
is just
What
they're
is-
going
What?
they're going
That
for the
is
money grab, and they're going to charge
incredibly
$100 for both versions.
no one's gonna buy the game.
Nope.
No one's gonna buy the game.
Just
They're
So-
literally like, and then GameStop is gonna sue. They're gonna have a smorgasbord of games coming in without cases. Like, hey, I have a new Xbox 2K
Yeah.
because they bought it for PS4, and vice versa. That's so stupid.
So
just we
or
I can't
or
wait.
they
NBA
even-
2K.
honestly-
Hey, before you put that out, learn the mistake from Pokemon. You know, just take a look first. Think about it. Go
Yeah.
back to the boardroom and say, hey, you know what? It might be a good idea. We might get more money out of it because they'll be dumb enough to buy the wrong version. But what are we gonna do if we get a whole bunch of complaints?
Yeah,
We got the money.
yeah.
Next. Like,
All
don't
right.
put me in boardrooms.
You know what? I want to see this happen. I actually want to see it happen just to see how bad, like how much of a train wreck it's going to be.
2K games, you have one niche.
And now you're screwing with that
You
niche.
have one niche. Make sports games every year. Make them great.
What?
Make
Wait,
them
hold
better.
on. Their niche is WWE 2K20.
NBA 2K,
That
NFL 2K.
talk about a
whatever,
coronavirus.
2K,
That game, that
NHL
virus.
2K.
That
I
game
mean,
got
come
a
on.
big virus.
The only thing that's really, I think, truly keeps them afloat is Gearbox and Borderlands. Honestly, they're
Madden too, man.
no Madden is EA. We're
Yeah.
I mean,
That's
all they
EA,
have is
that's
they've
right.
got
2K.
NBA
That's
2K.
basketball.
It's
Yeah.
Oh, they
2K.
did.
And they had
They did,
NFL, NHL,
They did
NASCAR,
BioShock.
something like
I
that.
don't know, whatever.
No, that's all.
So-
that was EA for a while.
Yeah. So hey, guys, we've got 2 listener messages for us.
Oh,
Ooh.
Do you want? Let's go with Newman
Let's go-
first.
We
Yeah,
got to
let's
start
go
with
Newman
the
first.
Newman Hot Minute.
All
dun,
right.
dun, 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 the Newman Hot Minute.
The Hot Newman Minute.
A lot to say, guys. Just wanted to check in. Recovery is going well. Thanks for all the well wishes. Chemo
Yay.
starts in the middle of July, and hopefully that'll go well. So I'll have some time to listen to these podcasts as you put them out.
Awesome.
Finished Borderlands 2 and moved on to the pre-sequel, which has been its own little challenge because it's a completely different environment. Other than that, still playing the other
Pre-sequel.
Neverwinter Nights, playing the old school stuff. And keep up the good work. Can't wait till the next episode. Thanks, guys. Bye.
Woo.
Awesome, man.
Yeah.
Yay,
Awesome to
Newman.
hear.
Glad to hear
Yep.
the good news.
All right.
We'll
Absolutely.
keep praying. We'll keep.
Yep.
Yeah, man. Keep supporting. Thank
Yep.
you, man.
And the next one comes via an international listener.
Hey,
that-
our first.
Hey.
Go
that
for it,
I
go for it.
referenced, down in he's from Australia, Frank. Go ahead and
Hey, Matt and the Question Game Night crew. Thanks for the shout out. Appreciate it heaps. And stay safe over there. Peace out.
so just a very simple. Hey, you know what?
Hey,
Awesome, man.
I'll take it.
I'll
Welcome
take
to the
it.
family, man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
thank you, dude.
Absolutely.
Way to crash game night with us.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's nice hearing
That's
that.
so cool, man.
They're constantly, especially I talk to Frank on Twitter a lot, and he's always asking, "How are we holding up with COVID?"
Shout out to Frank. Yo,
Because the world looks at us in utter
nice.
hilarity.
Yeah, so Frank, might give us some pro tips. Give us some pro tips from the.
Pro tips? He can tell you: wear a mask, social distancing. I mean,
Stay home.
But no, it is nice. And before we kind of get into what we played, what we've been playing lately, it is
really
something
quick.
that
Really quick, is it wrong that first thing that comes to my mind, like you guys know, How I Met Your Mother always comes straight to my mind for
Oh, Lord.
practically everything. So I feel like Australia sees US with COVID being like the episode with Katy Perry. It's the all honey type of situation. It's like,
Oh,
honey.
yeah. Dude, that in a nutshell is a great.
It's like, oh,
comparison.
you need to wear a
God.
mask. Oh, honey.
Oh, honey. Oh, America.
yeah, that's
You
pretty
guys
much
throwing
what's gonna be.
tantrums
So,
again? Oh.
So I do want to say to our listeners, especially the international ones, stuff like that, we absolutely love the support you guys have for us around the world in the US. And because we do, value you guys' support, we did move everything back to SoundCloud as our primary platform. We're still going to be on Anchor, iHeartRadio, Pandora, and all that. But everybody preferred us still being on SoundCloud, so we listened to you guys and we've moved it back.
Mm-hmm.
So,
but if we, any of the listeners do want to leave those voicemails, it's through
absolutely,
Anchor?
it is through Anchor, still through the app, or you can go to crashinggamenight.com to the podcast tab and click on the little link that I already have set up for you guys to go leave that message. So absolutely,
please leave us more. Like, we want to hear from you guys, because that's totally awesome. We really appreciate that.
Yep. So that being said, so let's talk about what we've been playing this week. Let's start with Theo. Theo, what you been playing?
Been playing Last of Us Part 2 pretty religiously. I was very disappointed, as I was telling you guys earlier, that TikTok, with their For You page, decided to ruin it for me with the position I was at.
Don't worry, it's gonna get banned soon enough, anyways. So
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, apparently.
But I just finished up the hospital, and I'm in the middle of the fight out with the sniper at the marina. So that's pretty intense. But like this is a very long version of Last of Us. Like I busted out through part 1 within like 10 hours maybe, but like this is putting in some time, but it's really messing with my emotions, like Jerry said, with playing Abby's story. I'm like, dang, like I knew it was going to be pretty good, but like this is just like, oh, I don't even know where they're going to end this, and I'm really excited to see the ending.
So in that regard, do you also not understand all the hate that it's getting? Not with the whole trans and lesbian part of it already.
Laura Bailey got death threats.
Yeah, for the character Abby.
I still don't really understand the hate on Abby as a character, like with how she was portrayed and how she was drawn or anything like that.
But the most part that people are having problems with is that having to play as Abby. They don't like the fact that some of the problems that a lot of people are saying is that the fact that they're trying to get you to have sympathy for that character, and a lot of people are saying we hate this character.
I personally think
that's the whole point of the story.
Entire point of the story. It's the whole point of the story, because the whole thing is a revenge story when it was sold, but it also is trying to convey to you a type of eye for an eye type of morality type of outlook on the whole thing. Is just like
your choices
you got one person going for
consequences.
revenge, and you're getting revenge based off of your revenge, and it's just a vicious circle of the whole story. And that's what playing as Abby is helping portray, I think. And I think it's a huge, fabulous way to tell the story. And I think it's a huge thing on Naughty Dog to do.
Yep.
I totally agree, and I love the direction that they went, and it's just very interesting to hear the problems that a lot of people are having with the game. I don't understand it either, but it's that kind of culture that wants happy ending, doesn't want complications. I don't get that. That's why
they don't like their feelings, because you feel a lot in this game.
You do, yeah, and you actually like I really struggle with playing as Abby, but it's also like I get it, and but this all stems from your choices come with consequences, and that stems all the way back to one with Joel. I mean, that decision, and that's like that's what's so great about this story. Yeah, I totally agree.
And I would, to the point that I'm at right now, I'm making my way to the hospital. I just found the whole office full of stalkers. That was fun.
Oh, jeez.
But
that was
to that point, though, it's like, nobody's ever going to be completely happy with any game, right?
No.
Even with Halo, right? Everyone's like, well, we need something more than Master Chief. Sorry, Master Chief and Halo, they go together. But I think to that point, though, what Naughty Dog is really trying to say is, you guys, there is consequences, like they was talking about, but revenge is such a dangerous game that if you keep going down the path, it's going to destroy you. And I think that's the whole point that they're trying to show, is both sides of these stories both had tragic losses in their lives, and what they're trying to do for it. So, Jerry, what'd you play?
I'm the same. I'm doing Last of Us and obviously COD. But
I thought you already finished Last of Us.
No, I've just been taking my time. I just saved the 2 women from hanging, and Abby got caught, and she was about to get cut into in the forest.
Wait.
Please.
Sorry,
Please.
Please.
In the forest.
Am I further than you?
No,
you're further than all of us.
Further than you.
Because I think you're further than I am.
Well,
no, you're further than me, Jerry.
You're further than Jason.
You're
further than me.
Abby being hung, right?
Oh, wow.
I just passed that.
Guys,
yeah.
I'm
gonna mute this.
You.
Jason's muting you guys.
Gonna mute this.
Jason's muting you guys because Jason won't get his copy
Because
till next
Jason
month.
would take forever. So
next
wait,
month,
Oh,
yeah.
hey,
So
hey.
So you just ran
we're not
through
even
the
talking specifics right now. So
no, so you
Yeah.
just ran through the forest with the outlaws
Yep.
or whatever you want to
the
call
two
outcasts
outlaws, yeah, the
from
two Scar
Scar.
outlaws, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Jason.
I'm way in front of you, dude.
Okay. Jason,
Okay.
Just,
are you at least playing Last of Us 1?
we are starting it. Yes.
Good,
Cool.
So
because I will send the copy of Last of Us 2 home with Jerry.
No worries, man. It'll
In
be done
August,
before.
in a couple
it'll be done
weeks.
before.
So you got a
You
couple-
got a few weeks.
You got a
Plenty
couple
of time.
weeks.
Hey,
So-
you know what? That raid life, man. That raid life's a little tough.
Oh god.
Have you hooked up with the raid group?
Yeah, actually, I have hooked
Officially.
up with
Yay!
Nice,
so
man.
last week
Oh, it
was the
took-
first week with them. I know it only took like a couple months,
Yeah, right.
but last week was the first week with them. They're not too bad. I
Okay.
think I can mesh with them.
Oh, right on.
So,
Good.
what else have you been playing other than?
Well, I
Great.
just downloaded the Hue, so and after rave reviews, especially on the Crashing Game Night website, I gotta check it out now.
I mean, that review's been up for quite a while.
I know it's been quite a while, but I mean, it just the opportunity came now, because it came
Okay.
free on Epic Games. So
Oh my god!
perfect timing.
No, you just lost points with me, sir. That you're only getting it. You only got
No,
it because it's
I
free.
did like that. That
Horrible. No.
Jason, that
Jerry-
is
Jerry
Jason to
knows
a
me.
T. I know
Down.
that's Jason to a T.
Like,
No.
Um,
Horrible, sir. Horrible.
it's like it was just like Last of Us 2. I was like,
He was really
I'm gonna
upset
get it.
because he bought it. You bought it.
I
Yeah,
bought
You
it
both did.
Um,
actually.
Matt bought it
too,
twice.
So
twice.
Oh shit! Damn. And
On
Jason
the
waited.
Switch?
hey, you
and
know
it
what?
got-
I
it's
can
free.
wait till Black Fridays, Jerry. You know me. My Black
Yeah,
Friday
I
list.
know.
My Black Friday shopping, like how much it costs. It's
So funny.
uncanny,
It's so funny,
uncanny.
yeah.
But
Yeah.
I'll grab all the games then. I'm like, hey, you know what?
No joke. I saw him walking like this, just like it's
Yeah.
Black Friday. He's getting
Black
his,
Friday.
Yeah.
I'm getting
His new
my,
library of
my
games.
year's worth of games.
the
all
year's
throughout
worth
the
of
year.
games. No joke. A year's worth of games.
Nice.
That's more power to you, dude. That's
So I brought the Switch and the Vita with me,
Oh really?
and on vacation. You know what? Honestly, the Switch, for me, is starting to become a little bit of a paperweight. There's just not a lot. I fired up Animal Crossing, played it for.
Oh, did you
maybe
play
30
the June
minutes.
release? The summer release?
Yeah, and
The whole
the diving and
diving?
everything,
Yeah.
and it's slow. The swimming is super slow. It's not a great mechanic. And
I might be turning it
Yeah.
in. I'm not gonna lie.
Animal
I
Crossing.
might just- yeah.
Really
Well,
quick.
and
Speaking of Switch, look what I finally got.
Oh,
Oh,
I finally
nice,
got a
man.
fixture. I finally
It's
got
the
a
new-
fixture.
that's the new production release one.
That's the new
Yeah.
latest release from Austin.
Oh
Yep.
sweet.
Yeah, it's so good. I love it.
Yep, I have mine sitting with my Switch that has Crashing Game Night on the back of it. But no, it's the Switch is becoming a paperweight for me. I'm not really playing it anymore. There's
Same.
nothing I really want to play. I'm back to the PS4, and the Vita is getting fired up. I played some Hue this week. I've got green left, and then I can start going back through and collecting all the hidden potions, and then I can complete the game. I re-downloaded Jack and Daxter, so I'm going to give that a go. Make you guys happy. Need to start working a little bit on Sly Cooper. Finish that off. Played some Last of Us. I'm on my way to the hospital. COD, and then I fired back up Tetris Effect.
Nice.
Uh-oh.
And
Are you
I
still
have.
striving for the SEPTA
Uh-oh.
Auto.
I'm
Something.
going to
The
try for the
obsession
platinum.
has started again.
I'm going to try for the platinum on it.
Uh-oh.
And
Should.
Apologies. Correct my memory, but I thought is Tetris Effect different than the Tetris 99 crack that you were
yes,
playing?
very
Yeah.
much.
Okay.
So
Super.
Tetris
Oh,
90
okay.
Tetris 99 is the battle royale version on the Switch.
Okay.
Tetris Effect is It's a really cool Tetris. It is amazing. The soundtrack, the visuals, everything, and the background visuals are all changing as you're clearing lines and whatnot.
It's like
and
if you've played Rez or like Fantavision, like old games like that where the background changes, or at the same time it enhances because you get more sucked into this like visual.
I will say this:
mesmerization.
if you cannot multitask on screen, though, it's not a good game for you, because everything is changing. Sometimes the images come in front of the blocks just real quick. But it's amazing. I love the game, and I have one level left, and I'm done with expert on journey mode.
Wow!
Oh, nice.
And I came within 3 lines of it last night. And the pieces were just dropping too fast because it's like 20. It's level 20, and you don't have that much time to set these pieces into place and stuff. And I came within 3 lines of beating expert completely last night. So
because that's the one where you can slow it down, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Where you go into the zone.
You go into the zone. Have you been able to get the 16 line clear, or the
most I've gotten is 12.
12
on that? Yes.
Because I forget what it's called, but I know there's like the 16 or 20 line clear that's just like uncanny.
But it's a great game. I've been playing that a little bit more often and whatnot, and I will take Tetris Effect over Tetris 99. The only reason I fire up Tetris
99, man.
The only reason I fire up Tetris 99 anymore is to get the free theme when they do that every couple of weekends. But other than that, I love the challenge.
I feel that there's still a challenge with the 99 though.
Not usually. I can usually top 10 that thing.
Oh,
on Tetris 99.
Have you played the team battle?
I have not done team battle yet.
You should do the team battle. Team battle is interesting.
So, yeah. Other than that though,
you gonna be on his team, Jason? You gonna help him out?
We could.
Good.
Team yellow.
But honestly though, I the Vita is definitely getting fired up more often. Way more than the Switch is, that's for sure.
But you have a backlog on Vita. You don't necessarily have a backlog on Switch anymore.
I do have a backlog on Switch. Cuphead, Ori. Yeah. Cuphead, Ori, Old Man's Journey.
I thought you already played through Ori, though. I thought this was a rerun.
I have not played through Ori. I need to finish it. And then still would need to finish off FF15 Pocket Edition. Mario Kart, just because we played mostly on my wife's system and versus mine. So, yeah.
Nice.
So, with that being said, I want to thank everybody, both in the stateside and around the world, for crashing game night with us. Thank you once again.
Welcome to Family Prank.
Yep. Leave those messages on crashinggamenight.com when we post the articles. Go to anchor.com. Leave those voicemails. We play them during the show. Also, please leave those reviews on iTunes and your other podcasting platforms that you listen to us on, because it does help us with the rankings. I want to say, everyone be excellent to each other. Stay frosty.
I'll see you later, nerds. I'll see you again and again, because I am forever. I'm just kidding.
You are.
I'm just kidding. No, thank you guys for joining us, and please keep sending us those voicemails. We love them, and once again, keep supporting Black Lives Matter. This is a support that can't stop. This is something that has to continue. And be safe. Wear your masks, and respect each other.
Yeah, shout outs again to Frank. Yeah, just as Jerry said, Black Lives Matter, Me Too movement, be nice to each other, as Matt said. Just, oh my God, like now we are stuck inside. We don't see anybody as often, but please, just when you go outside, wear a mask, be safe, social distance, be nice. Like we're all feeling the same things, and we're all getting that little hay fever inside that seeing too many of the significant others. I get it, feel you, but I'm just kidding. But yeah, just shout outs to all you guys out there. Be safe.
Deo, send us out like only you can.
Thanks for joining us today, guys. TTFN, ta-ta for now.
Take care, everybody.